herself, Jen Hildebrandt. Jen just crushed about $200,000 in sales so far this year. And so I wanted to get her on a Zoom, on a meeting here so we could talk about what she did, how she did it, what is the actions of her and her team and how they're crushing it, and how she's making it so simple for anyone and everybody to come on board with her team and her organization and literally start ranking up where they've been struggling in other opportunities, they've been struggling in other businesses, they've been struggling financially, and using what Jen has been rolling out, um, literally these people have been ranking up like nobody's business. And so, I've been really excited because I haven't seen people get these types of results. Um, I mean, it's definitely not the norm, and so I'm pretty excited about that. Jen, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Thanks for asking. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, awesome. So while we're talking, maybe if you want to give people like a little background on what got you into being an entrepreneur, like where are you at? Like, what was your story from start to where you are right now?
Okay, so I'll try to make this the short version. Thanks so much for having me. This is really fun. So, guys, my name is Jen Hildebrandt, and probably about 12 months ago, I was working in a corporate job, a 9 to 5. All right, and I just got to a point where I decided that I couldn't do it anymore. I was done, and it was emotional. It was like a lot of things. So basically, I went through a journey where I was in low ticket sales, like a low ticket MLM, and I wasn't making any money. I got a mentor. Okay, I got a coach. I started learning about attraction and online marketing. Now, once I did that, I was able to triple my income, quit my corporate job, and 12 months later, I'm looking to probably quadruple and maybe 10x my income this year. Short version of it. But we have a lot of cool things going on in our business right now. So we definitely want to talk to people about this.
Yeah,
We definitely
yeah, that's definitely huge. So, and by the way, that's pretty awesome to go from the corporate 9 to 5. Like so many people, they're doing those corporate 9 to 5 jobs, or they're working in a cubicle, and they go and they're trading their time for money. And I think that you just don't know what you don't know. And when it comes to being an entrepreneur, a lot of people have just natural fears around it, for a good reason, right? Like you hear about bugging friends and family. A lot of people have the "I'm not a salesperson" mentality, or they have these ideas that they're cut from a different cloth. Like the entrepreneurial people are just different people, and something must have struck in you that said, I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to go and rock it. And then you just came on and you learned how to crush it. I mean, you're young, you're massively successful, you are traveling the world, right? You have learned how to automate your systems, you're duplicating like crazy. And I think, a lot of the things that you're doing are really because you've learned how to master this thing we call quote unquote attraction marketing, right?
yeah, I
And
totally
so,
agree with you.
so what does attraction marketing mean to you?
That's a really good question. So attraction marketing to me is a lot of things. But I think the most important thing for people to realize and learn about it is that it's really about knowing your customer, right? It's really about knowing your market and actually knowing the wants, needs, and desires of the marketplace. So the way I think about it is you're solving problems, right? Attraction marketing is you know your customer so well that when you put out a video, a story, a piece of content, you become so magnetic to that person that they can't help but reach out to you. It's like an innate primal need. It's like you're speaking to their soul. It's like literally like you're saying, "Hey Shane, I know what you ate for breakfast. I know your stomach hurts right now and I got something for you." Like it's that specific of a niche. And I definitely think that the only reason I've been able to do what I've been able to do in this new business is because I understand the fundamentals of attraction marketing, primal needs, primal motivators, and I understand what the market is looking for in my specific niche. So I
So,
think that has everything to do with it.
so how do you get to like how do you like if somebody has never done any of this stuff and they don't know these terms that you're using like primal needs, etc. Like what are those and how do you discover like if I'm not an entrepreneur and I'm looking at starting a home business or I want to sell some products, I basically just want to make more money. Okay. And you're telling me I got to find a customer, I got to really know them, I got to know them right dialed down. Like what's the fastest path for someone to be able to figure that out?
Right. That's a good question. So we actually have created something specifically for those people. So funny you should ask. We actually have had a group of about 15 to 1600 entrepreneurs join us in what's called a private sales incubator, AKA a Facebook group. Now, inside this Facebook group, the cool thing is we were able to get real live feedback from this group and actually hear what their biggest frustrations were. What were they so fed up with in their business? What were they so sick of doing? What were they missing? Why were they not selling? Why were they not closing? Why were their products just sitting, just sitting there? And what we found out was that it was because they didn't understand their market. They didn't understand their niche. So what we actually did is we put together an entire platform, an entire system that teaches exactly this. So we decided basically to give all of our secrets, okay, of attraction marketing and how we grew massive downlines in 3 months to people that actually want to learn how to duplicate that. Because one thing we know, and you know this too, because you've been in MLM a while, you've been in online sales a while, is that people don't duplicate, but systems can duplicate.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I love seeing is when we're seeing someone come in as a newbie, right? They're super wet behind the ears, they have no experience, or maybe they've got some experience, but it's like they learned everything the wrong way,
Yeah.
right? And they have to reschool all that stuff because it's like I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and his idea of what we do, selling high ticket, et cetera, he was like, "Man, I'm not going to go door to door. That's just not my thing." I'm like, bro, like, are you living in 1985? Door to like what? I'm not nothing wrong with door to door if you're doing that kind of stuff, but like, that's like hard physical labor. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
there's just a new way to do things. And the biggest obstacle I've seen people face, and I've been in the network marketing, online industry since, well, I guess about 17 years now, right? People just straight up they run out of people to talk to, and when they do have people to talk to, they usually do it the wrong way, and it leaves them feeling discouraged. They don't have that exciting energy anymore, and then they're trying to do stuff and they just waddle around and they don't really get any results, and then they just show up for a few events or a few presentations and a few webinars, and then like a few weeks later they're just vanished, into thin air because they didn't know how to find new people. They didn't know how to get quality people, and they keep thinking that their limited amount of people that they know is all that they've got.
Right.
Right? And this is how like 99% of the industry is taught. Just go make a list. Write down 200 friends and family. You don't know 200 people? Well, then write down 10. And what if they don't work? Then what's going to happen? Nothing. That's what happens. Nothing. And so what if like
Yeah. So here's the thing, and that's it's all true. It's all valid, right? And that's what most people think. Like I just got off a call with somebody that was like, "How am I going to do this? Like I don't know if my friends and family are going to spend $10,000 on something." And I go, "That's perfect because that's not our target market. That's not who we're going after." So the one thing that people will learn, like actually getting into our system and learning this stuff and like becoming like a digital badass, if you would, is really learning the difference between their warm and their cold markets, right? Because those are two very different things, right? So when you actually know how to work your cold market and actually how to get them to reach out to you, what happens is you have an endless stream of leads. You never run out of people to talk to because they start reaching out to you, right? So the funny thing is about this business and what I've done with it, and I'm sure you've been the same way, is that I actually haven't talked to anybody that I really know about it. In fact, everyone has approached me about it. I actually had one girlfriend that I'm personally friends with ask me to sign up. And I said, "Hey, you know what? That's cool. And I'm down to help you, but this is a business. Okay. We're not doing this as friends. This is a business." And she was okay with it, and she came in, but she approached me. I didn't ever bring it up to her one time. She saw what I was doing. She saw the success. She saw what was going on. She saw the energy, the training, the professionalism, the tribe, the vibe, the movement. And she was like, can I give you my money? Is basically the conversation. Can I give you my money? And I said, we could talk about that. We can definitely talk about that. So I think some myths out there to dispel and just kind of get people, thinking in the right direction is like things to stop thinking about is like, no, you don't have to talk to your friends and family. No, you don't have to make lists. No, you don't have to bang on doors. No, you don't have to go to coffee shop meetings. You don't have to do any of that icky stuff that makes you feel dirty and weird and gross. Okay. But what you do need is marketing training. Okay. You've got to know who your target market is, who your perfect customer is, who your business builder is, and you have to know how to start leveraging your brand to start making yourself magnetic so that they reach out to you. Because I'm telling you guys one thing right now, business is fun when you know how to be attractive to your perfect business builder, okay? It is fun, it is easy, it flows to you, and I'm telling you guys right now, there are so many people right now that want to escape their jobs. There are so many people out there that are miserable commuting, hate missing time with their kids, are sick of living paycheck to paycheck. And guys, we have the answer for them. And guys, we have the secret system in our little secret sauce. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that.
We'll talk about that, but there's a couple points I want to touch on. Okay, so again, we're talking about teaching people how to find the perfect customer. And what I've learned is that you want to know who the buyers in the market are, right? You really want to know who the buyers are, and you want to know where to find those buyers. And for those of you who might be watching, and you're like, well, Shane, okay, sounds great. You mean I got to do all this homework and I got to do all this research and I really got to know my perfect customer? Well, like Jen knows. Oh, sorry, Jen's over here. Jen knows the exact type of person that you need to find. So do I. Like that's the thing is there is a specific type of person out there, okay, who's a buyer that's going to be already entrepreneurial minded. Like they've already drank the Kool-Aid, right? Like they're looking for a home. And if you know how to help them solve their problem, right? And like I think the number was there's about 300 million entrepreneurs online.
Yeah.
Like at least 300 million. And so if you look at the numbers, just the numbers alone of 80-20, if we just run the 80-20, and now if you don't know what 80-20 is, it's basically, and you might think about this in your life or your job or your workplace, is like 80% of people kind of just get by. 20% of people are the exception to the norm, right? They seem to make more money, they do more, even like if you look at the percentage of employees in management, etc., right? There's usually an 80-20 breakdown, right? And then 20% of the 80, there's like 20% of the 20% that are like super, super, super. And then there's 20% of that 20% that are even higher above. So there's this 80-20 thing that breaks down. And so we know that at least 80% of those 300 million people who are looking to be entrepreneurs in the world, okay, aren't having the success that they want, right? At least 80%, right? And if you look at the wealth distribution in the world, like 5% of people have all the money, 95% don't, right? So if you're just looking at the numbers alone and you know how to speak to the problems and speak to the pain and solve their problems for them and offer them powerful solutions that can get them taking action and actually seeing results, like, I don't know about you, but I don't need 300 million people in my business. I just need a little lick of the frosting on that piece of pie to be crazy rich, right? And so if you're wondering, like, I don't have the friends, I don't have the people to talk to, there's 7 billion people on this earth and there's 300 million people that you can go get. You know what I mean? And we know how to find those people, and that's the solution. So it's like you got to think outside of the box. If you're looking at stuff and you're thinking the old way, you're only going to be able to do the best with what you know, but there's this whole realm of what you don't know. And the last 2 years has totally changed my life because I've learned these principles of what's called attraction marketing, right? And in the last like 3-4 months, where we've partnered up with attraction marketing masters, right? Like Jen, Brandon Brown, and a bunch of other people who have just come on board, and they got this thing down to a T where they know. Because one of the other things that I've seen is people think that online marketing is the solution, right? Like
Yeah.
spending money on ads because they're trying to find leads, and so they're looking to buy leads to funnel traffic to their funnel, etc. And that works, but there's a lot of negatives to that, I guess. Like number one is it's getting more and more expensive, right? To run
Yeah.
ads,
Yeah.
more and more competitive, and you really have to. I think you almost have to work it sometimes harder than attraction marketing.
Yeah, so I actually have some feedback on that. So last year, I did run kind of like a split test to see, and I did have an ad budget last year. I spent, I don't know, anywhere between $500 to $1,000 a month on Facebook ads, and that's not like a huge ad budget, but I'm literally one person, right? I can't handle so many influx of people and appointments, but I was able to convert quite a good amount of that traffic. But I will say this, it's basically a supplement, not in lieu of your attraction marketing, because 80% of my business still came from free strategies last year. And that's exactly how I'm going to be running this business in 2020, is that 80% of my revenue is going to come from free attraction marketing strategies, and 20% is going to come from ad spend when I decide that that's a scalable solution to what I've already built. So what I'm not going to do, and this is just my strategy, is I'm not going to come out the gate and just start throwing money at Facebook ads and Instagram ads, because I want to make sure that, number one, I can do this business with zero ad spend, number one. Number two, that I have a strong enough base that is duplicating in my team that also can do the same thing. And then number three, once you start spending money on ads, guys, you have to be able to scale, right? And if you want to scale your business, you're going to have some infrastructure in place. You might need to hire a VA. You might need some things, right? And again, it's not to discourage that. I actually plan on doing that this year, but just know that, again, like 12 months in an online business last year, making multiple six figures, and I can say that a still majority of my sales came from free attraction marketing strategies. And the other 2% came from my Facebook ads. So what you want to look at it too, guys, is that you want to master what's free and available, right? You want to skill up. You want to get to the point where you don't need ads, but ads add an additional layer of revenue, an additional level of reach, an additional level of value to your business to get more eyeballs in front of your message, right? But you don't want to use is Facebook ads in lieu of understanding your market, understanding how to attract people to you, understanding how to skill up, because all of those things matter no matter what business you're in, right? So it's just kind of important that people understand that, because between attraction marketing and ads, but one does not replace the other. They have to work together. And you need a foundation before you can start to build on that foundation, if that makes sense.
Totally. And that's the thing, is before you're ready to scale, you need to work on some essential skills too. Like you got to learn how to close sales. I see people who are getting, like, they're doing attraction marketing, for example, or they're doing online, and they're getting all these messages, right? Now, here's the thing. For those of you who, I just want to make sure everyone's clear on the language here. Attraction marketing is where you are not spending money on ads, but you are transforming your profile into a lead generation magnet for you, okay? And there's strategies on how to do that, okay? Online marketing is where you're spending money, okay? And it usually kind of looks like this with stacks of cash, all right? And they get a little slim sometimes, okay? And sometimes it can burn a hole in your wallet, but the advantage is with online marketing is you can really, 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 really scale to millions and millions and millions of people. But again, you ain't doing that with no low budget. Okay, people making a lot of money online spend a lot of money to make a lot of money online, but they're highly skilled and highly trained, and it's not something that's easily duplicatable. Running ads takes a certain amount of expertise in what you're seeing in all the data. There's a lot of do's, a lot of do nots, and there's tons of testing, and it takes time, right? So you got to learn and you got to spend while you're learning. Attraction marketing is free, like $0. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd rather make 100 sales spending nothing than spend thousands of dollars trying to maybe hopefully get one or two sales trying to figure that whole thing out, right? Now, I'm not knocking on online marketing. It's very
Yeah.
powerful, but it is not something you just start off and be like, I'm going to do online marketing. Because if you don't develop the skills on sales, marketing, influence, if you don't know how to automate, if you can't systemize your system, then how the heck do you, and if you can't make a sale to 5,000 people on Facebook that you're friends with, how are you going to make a sale to 5 million people?
How you gonna do that?
You
How
know,
you gonna do
something,
that?
how are you going to do that, yo? And so that's the reality check, right? The reality check is like, that's like this, a learning curve. Attraction marketing is duplicatable now, and you can do it, and your team can do it right now,
Yeah.
right? And so that's, I think, what the power of the system. But what is attraction marketing, and how do people learn about it? Like, how do they get good?
Yeah. So guys, what we want to do is we want to give you guys the keys to the kingdom. We want to give you guys the keys to the castle. We really want to share with you guys the collective knowledge that myself, my mentor, and all of these different people in multiple different home-based businesses have basically told us, okay, that, hey, here's where we're struggling. Here's what we need to be successful. Here's the skills we need to skill up and boss up. And we put them in one place, okay? We've put them in a system for you, a back office, okay? Now, what we're doing is we are going to be going live tonight, okay? Yep, at 6 p.m. PST, all right? And what we're going to be doing, guys, is we are literally going to be breaking down the entire system that our team has access to actually duplicate. All right. Now, again, what we're doing is we have collectively put together systematic trainings to help you understand everything from your money mindset, all right, how to make a lot of money online, how to close business once you get business, because guys, we can get you leads. We can show you how to get leads, but your next step is to close those leads. Guys, I have newbies in my business, in my downline, and my team that are getting 20 to 30 leads per day off one Instagram and Facebook story. And they're like, help, I don't know what to do now. I have so many leads, I don't know what to do. So guys, we have a solution for that, all right? We have a training clinic called the One Call Closer, where we show you how to get people from Messenger onto a Zoom, onto a call, onto a close, okay? And the process is really simple and it's easy. It's boom, 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 okay? It's a systematic system, right? We show you guys how to do that. We also show you guys how to start building content and a brand around yourself instead of doing that around your business and a branded company, all right? Because you guys, you're the brand, right? People don't join companies, they join people. So we're going to show you guys how to do that. Then what we're going to do from there, guys, is we're going to expand you, all right? We're going to turn you into an online digital nomad entrepreneur that you really were designed to become, right? So this system, guys, is launching today. And we have collectively put so much goodness in there about attraction marketing, closing, getting leads, creating content, all of that stuff that if you plug into this system, you can duplicate your business and make income very rapidly for yourself. So here's what we want to do, guys. We want to invite you guys into the fold. We want to invite you guys into the team, all right? We have a tribe and a community of people that are killing their businesses. And Shane knows, Shane's even told me, we've had some candid conversations where he's like, our team is growing so fast that he's really never seen anything quite like this. And it's only because, guys, we came in with foundation, okay? We came in with attraction marketing. We came into the game with skills, okay? We didn't come in with no skills, okay? We didn't come in with ad budget. We came in with skills, all right? And again, not knocking the ads, but I'm just telling you guys right now that you don't need ad spend to build a massive organization. You don't need it, all right? So what we're going to do, guys, is tonight at 6 p.m. PST, we're going to be unlocking this system and showing you guys the back office, okay? We're literally going to be on this webinar, walking through the system, showing you guys what's back there, and then we're going to be breaking down our business. We're going to show you guys how much money we're making, how we're making the money, how you can do the same thing if you truly desire a life by design, right? I'm talking lifestyle and time freedom. I'm talking about traveling. I'm talking about paying off your debt. I'm talking about being home with your kids, being home with your spouse, okay? Shane's over there walking the dog, hanging out with his wife. I'm over here with my kid, hanging out, and we're going traveling. We're doing whatever we want to do, right? Because we don't have to be someplace unless we want to be someplace. We get to decide because that's the kind of freedom that we have with our business. So to me, guys, that's priceless. You know, that's all I really desire in life, is to help people and to be free. That's all I'm looking for. So tonight, guys, again at 6 p.m. PST, did we drop the link on this video?
No, you want to drop, I don't know. I'm on this new software. I don't know how to send a message on it yet, but I'll figure that out later. So if you
guys,
want to drop the link.
We'll have you guys comment below.
Yeah, we'll drop the link.
Yeah, drop a comment below if you want to jump on the webinar tonight. Hashtag 9to5escape. Hashtag 925escape. And hashtag it. And we will get you guys the link. Now, hurry up and get that comment in, because I'm telling you guys, this may be packed out. I haven't even looked yet. I don't even know if there's space left. I'm hoping there is, but I just want you guys to know that there are people that have been asking us for this system, like in and out of our team. Yeah, inside of our team and outside of our team. So just know that we've literally produced a system of fire. Like, it can take you from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah, it's literally some of the best training I've ever seen. And just one thing about One Call Closer is that's like literally where the rubber hits the road for everybody's business, is like the close. How can you get this person who's all excited to actually take the card out and join? And what I love about the One Call Closer is there's role playing. Like, we get group webinars on this thing as well. So like it's unreal, the amount of training and how excellent it is. It's just literally unreal. So if you're watching this on YouTube, we're live on like, I don't know, a dozen or so different platforms right now. Just hashtag 9to5escape. Okay. Reach out to me, reach out to Jen, whoever tagged you in this post. If you're on Facebook, reach out to them. They'll get you a link for a webinar tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be revealing literally the best academy training system for showing you attraction marketing, doing high ticket, closing sales, building yourself a business without spending any money on ads. There's literally nothing like this that I've seen out there, because most things teach you ads. This is just literally a whole nother level. So reach out to us. And Jen, crushing it. Super proud of you guys. Like, her team is just literally blowing up. It's kind of crazy. I'm excited about it.
I'm super excited. I guess I'm really thankful that, like, we live in a day and age where we can actually work from our smartphones. You know, like a day and age where you don't actually even need a computer. You can literally do everything you need from your phone and still make incredible amounts of money for yourself and your family.
Yeah, it's possible. And if you've tried other things before, look, I love the fact that you've tried stuff. That's awesome. Okay. If you haven't had the success that you were looking for in whatever you were doing before, look, take a look, show up tonight. You have nothing to lose, but you could possibly have everything to gain. In the last few months alone, I have been able to generate enough income to, let's just say, do fairly well. And so is Jen, and so is a lot of people in our team. We're very happy. You know, it's very exciting stuff. And these are like, what I love about this is it's ironclad, proven principles. Like, it just absolutely works. And so again, 6 o'clock, comment, hashtag 9to5. Guys, we love you. I'm going to play a sound here. Oh, I did the wrong one. What was that you going to do? I wasn't sure if I was going to do that one or not, but I did it anyway. So
you guys, don't be late to the party. Don't miss out. All right. Make sure that you get your booty tonight's webinar at 6 o'clock. I'm telling you guys, it's going to change your life. Okay. So just be there, or, you know, be square, as they would say.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, guys. I'll see you later. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.